let's get this thing started. So I'm gonna put the red in the center. I kind of want to keep the colors separate. And I just spilled it. And we got our black. The base coat is gonna also be a titanium white. Let me put a generous base coat down. So as you can see, the colors are already in the cup. So with that, how about we go ahead and just get this thing started. And I'm just gonna lightly spin it. I'm gonna love the way this looks when it's done. Now, careful. And that red is actually staying very stark. All right, this is actually really cool. This looks so wicked though. Let's see what it turns into. I almost don't even want to stop. I just want to keep going forever, but I know I'm gonna have to stop. So now it's actually already pretty well centered. So I mean, get a little bit of paint on the surface, it makes it easier to glide. This thing looks freaking amazing right now. I love it. All right, so that is basically like almost dead center. Let's see if we can. I think we're just gonna bite the bullet and spin it and see what we get. I will start with the lighter spins. I don't dislike the white edges at all. I feel like that is wicked the way it is. I love this one. Let me make sure the edges are getting a really good coverage, especially this white section over here, because I don't want to have any bare spots where I have to try to go in afterwards and cover it. But no, look at this thing. I love this. But let's get down there and check this thing out. I want you guys to see it the way I'm seeing it right now, just up close and personal, because just the composition, the lines, everything about this, I love it. But let's get down there and check it out. Just look at the fine, tiny little details. I am completely blown away by this. I freaking love it. I really honestly thought with the white next to the red like that I would get a whole bunch of pinks, but I didn't. Tell me what y'all think about it in the comments. So with that, let's do this. It is getting warmer and warmer here in Detroit, so I'm totally stoked about that. Very excited. I love the heat and the warm weather. So right now I'm not really layering them in any particular order. Some nice, beautiful layers of this neon pink. And I will add a little black maybe to give some stark contrast there. Layer a little bit of silver on top of that. And some of that cadmium red. And some white. We're almost out of our silver. Santa Fe, New Mexico I get to paint with, and I'm excited because I'll be teaching 3 different classes. I'll be teaching an open cup. It might end up darker than I want, and I'm just gonna push it through, drag it across, and lift it up. So I got this as a little base coat that I can kind of like lay in the paint. All right. Oh wow, guys. Let me pop these bubbles. It's just the bubbles popping, and let me move my toothpicks out of the way and my silicone. So I'm gonna give this just the lightest of little spins. Just wanna help spread this paint out across the whole canvas. And there we go. Really do. And I think in the future I'm going to do a couple videos where it's just this light, ethereal looking feathered effect and a toothpick. And I'm just going to apply the smallest amount to the tip of the toothpick. I don't have soft enough hands to just lightly graze the surface, if that makes sense. But if that's the case, maybe thin out your paints just a little bit more, because we're gonna keep working with it. They will open up. It's starting to warm up here in Detroit quite a lot, and I'm loving it. When it's going from almost 0. These colors are just magical. See right there, I had a spot. It didn't want to open up. So all I did was went next to the spot of silicone that I had put initially and kind of put another one in there just to help it a little bit. You might see that I'm every once in a while wiping the end of the toothpick off. It's because I'm picking up all this color and I don't want all that color mixing to the point where it gets kind of muddy and incorporates in the cell. Take a little bit of clean silicone. Just dot it on. And that's what gives us that really cool, like stained glass effect, because all the cells are opening up into each other, kind of scrunching up into each other. So where in the world are you guys watching from right now? You get to spread a little bit of this happy positivity to them too. Look at those cells. That's gorgeous, you guys. It's glorious. Did have an idea after this dries to try to paint maybe like a stained glass window using brushes over the work so that the cells in themselves are actually the stained glass being held within the frame. What do you guys think about that idea? Because like I was saying earlier, there's some spots that aren't going to open up as well as the others, like this one. Kind of didn't do very much, so we're going to go next to it and just dot some silicone on there. That one is actually growing, so maybe we need a little bit there, a little bit of love. Just a tiny bit on that edge. Might need the slightest bit here and here. Guys, this is beautiful. Wow. So all the cells have finished growing and expanding. I really love these really bright pinks and then the red and the white combined to make some really interesting gradients. All these cells are so gorgeous. But how's everybody doing? Hope everybody's doing wonderful. I am doing fantastic. Yeah, I don't know. I think I got some little bug or something. I think that's why my throat's acting up, but it's okay. It's not a big deal. I mean, I'm definitely not gonna stop painting because of it. You know what I'm saying? Just feel weird. I feel like just lethargic, but it's cool. All right. So that's our pillow. Let me get this color wheel out of the way before I ruin it. Let me get this paint off my gloves. And we're gonna start. Because this is exciting. I love doing this kind of stuff. This is just some weird idea I had. But with that, let's just go, right? We're just gonna go. Now I don't want to completely coat it. I want to have some white. So I mean, I'm just gonna spread this around like intuitively, you know what I'm saying? Just around the canvas. It doesn't need to be, as you see, I'm just dripping everywhere. And a little bit of this fluorescent red there. I mean, that's one of the great things about art, right? Like, do what you want to do. And I'm feeling like a kid today, so. Now this is a little bit more thin, so I'm gonna have to be a little careful. but I do want it in there. Definitely. All right, there we go. It looks like a hot mess right now, but I have faith, y'all. And y'all gotta have faith with me, because this is gonna be dope. Yeah, I like that. That's cool looking. All right, so I'm just taking some cell activator. I have a cleaner glove. I wiped it off. And I was dipping my finger in it. And then I'm just gonna make little finger swipes. And you can see that that black is just sinking, huh? Which is okay. Now, if you're gonna keep doing this, make sure you clean your finger off really well, because then you're gonna start introducing whatever colors of paint into the mix there. Yeah, that was a little heavier swipe, so I'm starting to expose a little bit of that white underneath, which is what I was going for. All right, let's go. Yeah, buddy. And it feels really good to just be free to do whatever it is you want to do. No real rhyme or reason. Completely intuitive and abstract. It's just awesome. And the cell activator just makes this really cool effect going on. Now I'm going to want a little bit white in the middle. So there we go. So when I do the swipes, I gotta push a little harder, because that's the only way for me to get down to that white layer. There we go. I just dragged a big swath of it. But we're not really happy about that. So there. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Don't you know? Sorry guys. I'm feeling a little weird today. But kind of weird every day. It's just it's a little more tame on my videos. There we go. I like that one. Now you got to kind of keep in mind too, the more you do this, the colors are going to start to blend more and mix. And if that's something that you're worried about, then be careful with it, okay? All right, I like that. I like that a lot. Let's see, maybe one or two more little swipes. Because I know when I spin it, all this stuff in the middle is gonna spread. And I want it to still have some cool stuff going on when it does. Well, that created a really cool crisp line going on. There's not much here. So let's just... happy little accidents going on. I like that. It's got like a swirl look to it, and it's really cool. Alright, so I'm going to take my gloves off and move some of this stuff out of the way, because I need to change my gloves when I spin it. I mean, I guess I don't need to change them, but I kind of want to change them, you know? Alright, let me get all this stuff out the way. But yeah, I'm still creating, you guys. I just feel weird. I feel off today. A little wonky, if that makes sense. All right, let's do this, huh? All right, so I'm just gonna gently spin it. I'm not gonna spin it hard. I wanna expand all that stuff going on. Now this definitely isn't exactly the same as the idea that was in my head, but I love it. It looks really cool. Oh yeah, look at that thing. That red metallic in there, oh my goodness. That's beautiful. And I love like the really sharp lines from when I was dragging. It's almost like a marble pour, but it was with cell activator in my finger instead. That is cool. One thing I don't like is that. So I don't want to keep spinning it too much. But, oh goodness. All right. But I want to push some of that off. Some of that. It's not a good look. It's just not, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So actually that opened it up more and created a little bit more contrast in that little swipe right there. That's cool. Yep. That's it right there. That is so cool looking. All right, let me bring you guys down. I want you guys to check this thing out because that metallic in there is stunning. So you just check out these metallics in here. Yeah, I really like this one. This one looks really cool. My only regret is that I only did it on a 10 by 10. I'm gonna have to make a bigger one.
If you want to watch another video just like this, click the screen right now and I'll see you there.